Okay, this is the ingredients that I'll be using to make potato balls. I've had several requests and I must say I have to do it today. We will need potatoes, salt, butter, cumin, that's grounded cumin, garlic salt, turmeric, and grounded split peas. It's instant that you can find at the West Indian stores. So we'll start in a moment. Good day everyone. I'm here to show you how to make an appetizer called potato ball. The ingredients are potatoes, of course, and there's a grounded split pea. It's instant that you can get from the grocery stores, Caribbean stores. Turmeric, garlic salt, ground cumin, butter, and salt. You will need oil to do deep fat frying. You will need water, of course, to put this together to make a batter, and potatoes. So I'll show you the first step in this is how many potatoes. It all depends on how many people you're making it for. You can make your choice after you master this, after you see what I'm doing. You can increase, and for your taste you can go to your liking. But the potatoes were washed and diced and put to boil for about 30 minutes. The consistency of it must be soft but not too soft. I'll show you why. When you're draining it, the little bit of water that you can keep back from in the pot, if you can see here, I kept a little touch. This is a trick that I learned from one of my sisters who is a professional in making this. I kept a little touch of the water while it was boiling that was left, and I'm crushing that to make sure that the potatoes are crushed, well crushed. And I'll add this to the rest of that, and then we'll go ahead and season that with all of the seasoning that I mentioned, and 2 tablespoons of butter. So as I keep, the art in this is that you keep mashing the potatoes, so it will give you a better, when you start to put them in a ball shape, it will not be broken up, it will fall apart in the oil. So the longer you mash this together, the better the ball will hold. So as we keep crushing that, I will pour that into this bowl, and then I'll show you how I will mix the batter from that packet of grounded peas. In this recipe you'll have to use your hands quite a lot, so make sure that you're thoroughly washed, and it's a lot of movement here. After the potato is boiled, make sure that you let it cool before you handle it. You don't want it to, if you're showing your kids to make this as well, make sure it's not hot when leave that up to me, you know. So I'll put 2 tablespoons of butter. You can see the consistency of that after you 2 tablespoons I'm sure would be fine, but it all depends on the amount of potatoes. It's like when you're making potato mash, but not as soft as what you will think there. This is just to bind the potatoes together. So as I fold that in, I will put 1 teaspoon of salt, or salt to taste. let's put it that way. Salt to taste, but in this one I put 1 teaspoon. I put half of a teaspoon of garlic salt. I have a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric and a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cumin. So I'll add those together, and those chutney lovers or those pepper lovers, feel free to add as you like. But this is for kids, in consideration of kids. Sometimes I leave out one of these items if it's going to be like a 2 or 3 year old, but some of them do like the hot. But look at the color of this. That is what is so amazing. You know, it's the combination of the turmeric and the cumin. It gives it a lovely yellow look. So if you can see that, I kept doing it in a glass bowl so that you can see the color of that. But you see how it's coming together? It gives that consistency of easier to make the ball. I'll show you how the trick that I do. But this is not too long of a process. 2 or 3 steps and that's it. You'll see how quick this is. And you can either have this with chutney, pepper sauce. I like it with ketchup and mayonnaise. Or you can have your tomatoes chopped with some salad dressing and have that as well. You can have this anyhow you would like. But after mashing that to that extent, I will just go ahead and, as I say, we'll have to use our fingers. I have quite a lot here. And that's the beauty of preparation. You use your hands. So at this point, I will go ahead and start putting it together. And the art in this is that it must not have lumps. If it has lumps, it means it has to be mashed until these lumps are all, from the potato, is all smooth. If it's not smooth, it will actually burst in the oil. I feel some lumps on it, but the art in it, what I usually do is in a plate, when I take the hot potatoes out and I take a fork and mash it, it's a lot better. So I would encourage you to do that while it's hot. Take a plate, mash it with the fork, then with the spoon, and then put it in the bowl that you will be mixing it with all the other ingredients. So we'll give this a try. It has a few lumps in there, but I'm sure that being a professional in this by now, it should not have a problem, but you will catch me on camera if that should happen. So this is the first time that I'm feeling some lumps in there. So let me give it a try. So while that is resting there, I'll take a quick wash of my hands. I'll take a scissors and cut this, and I'll probably use half of it in the bowl that I will wash. So, be right back. If you notice, I have some water here. So let me, for your convenience, let me measure 1 cup of this. So from my average, I sometimes work with average. I would say 1 cup of that. And there's no harm in putting the entire packet for that matter, which is 2 cups. Because I will show you what I will do with the rest when I'm finished with making the potato ball. So with that said, I will trash that. I will wash my hands again. And I will mix this. You don't have, if you need to put anything else in here, any other ingredients, feel free. When you master this, you can feel free to put whatever you would like as your seasoning. Make it hotter or still mild, is up to you. But as you pour the water in, you mix this into a batter, but the batter must not be too thick nor too thin, because you will have to batter the ball to put in the hot oil. So that's why I did it in a glass bowl, to show you what the consistency should be. And the art in mixing this, you can make circular movement. And I think that this needs just a touch of water. And with that said, let's see what this looks like. You see that consistency? You can add a slight touch of water, but I don't want to do that now, because look what I do. I do a beating movement. I beat it like that. That's the sound of cooking. Music in cooking. In the background you could be having music if you would like, or just some light instrumental music, or you may sing on your own. So with that batter, you know, like when you're making cake and the consistency, after you turn it, you see some bubbles, that's when it's, you know, that it's perfect. So that there, look at that consistency. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Amazing color as well. Woo-hoo. So it's easy to use your hands there. It's like if you're doing a mold of some sort. And with that there, I'll wash my hands again. While you put that to the side, you bring the, yeah, move these, because I just wanted to show you what they were. So wash hands again with salt this time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. You put that away. Those can step to the side, and look, the trick in making this now, the ball, the potato ball. You see that consistency is perfect. You see that? When you can lift that and make it look like this, because you've been making a lot of movement there, it's, look at that, look at that. If it's too soft, it's not going to be ideal. But as you do it once or twice, you'll be better than me, and you'll be sharing your recipe with me. So with that, I will just take like that size, and I will roll it. And when you roll like that, that movement, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's like rolling Play-Doh. So your kids can be helping you with this. Look at that beauty. And the trick is, if you should blend this together and it cracks or it falls apart, it means that you have to continue rolling it until it gets to that consistency or that firmness. If it's not firm, then it will crack in the oil, and you don't want to get burnt. So with that said, look, it's just a nice movement there. playing with Play-Doh. As you make that, and you sing a song to your baby, or you sing a song to your family, or you make up some songs while you go along. And that's the craziness in me. Maybe we can make a song right now. I'm in her kitchen, rolling the ball to make something nice to eat. So let's play along and heat the oil in the meantime. With that said, you can make these in different sizes. It's deep fat frying, so it all depends on the size, how much oil you will put in your pot. I put four cups of oil in the pot, so I'll turn the heat on. In the meantime, I roll the others out. I will wash my hands again. Now turn the heat on. I'll put it to the second, not the single, but the double. Let it heat, and then I'll turn it down to the single high. In the meantime, you continue with your rolling. And that's the fun in being in the kitchen. And that's my intention for us to, while we are doing some preparation, we can have a conversation. So let's do, what would you like to talk about? I like to talk about inspiration. You are what you eat. We become what our thoughts are. And what you think of while you're preparing your meal is how you will enjoy your meal. So tell me your thoughts as we go along. So I'll show you how to fry this in a minute. Okay, let's see if you can see exactly what I do in a deep fat. This is, usually I keep this to the back burner because you don't want this to get to you. The deep fat frying is, you have to be extremely careful. So I have it at actually at a single high, and it's very hot there, so I lower it a little bit to show you a trick in how you put the potato. The ball, you put it in the batter. You make sure it's well coated by turning it 2 or 3 times lightly, because you don't want it to crack or to burst. And then you flick it like that, like if you're going to play cricket, and then you drop it slowly into there, into the oil. Very slow. It's an art. You can use a spoon, but if you use a spoon, sometimes you can, if you're not gentle enough, you can end up cracking it, and then that would not be good, especially in the deep fat. So it's like coating all around lightly, and then turning it into the palm of your hand, or between the fingers, so that you can drop it into the, like that, into the oil gently. And you will have to wash your hands each time you put in. I would say 4 or 5 at a time. You don't want to crowd the pot, because you want to be able to turn. Sometimes if you from this I can see that I should have put a little touch more oil, probably 5 to 6 cups of oil would be ideal for you. I just touch it there so that it fries gently with a spoon. I use that, and then I guess you can dip it after it's finished cooking so that I can't lean too much the oil. It looks like that. So depending on the color that you like, feel free to go and dip them like that and let it drain. Let it drain for about, and everything from this process, you have to be gentle and focused. So with that, is the last drop, and then you pour it, put it into a paper towel to let it drain. So the art again, I'll show you. 1, dip, coat properly. You don't want to leave any sides of the potato, and you turn and you flip, and then you drop gently into the oil. You got it, you got it. Practice makes perfect. And you will enjoy doing it. But as I say, this step with the hot oil is what I cannot stop saying, that you have to be extra careful. I usually like to use the back burner. And you fry those. And it all depends on the size. And I will repeat, the size dictates how much oil you put in the pot. And after that, keep frying. You keep watching. And that's my trick. I turn it gently, let it fry on both sides. And then choice of color. I like to take it out that quick sometimes. I don't want it to fry too long. And then, depending on the color that you like, you just dip it with the draining spoon. And when you drain it, drain it, drain it. You be gentle at this point here too. And this is what you can eat with anything you like. Chutney, as I say, pepper, whatever you feel free. The last set will just be, you see, it wasn't that long, was it? It's not too long. And then the remaining batter, I'll usually put some flour, or if I have any remaining packet of grind split pea, I add it to this, making a firmer batter, and then I make some flurry, another delicacy. So being the expert, I can put as many as I want in here. But this is the last batch. And while that is frying, I can take these two, or I can take these two before I put the other set in, and you enjoy your frying. And you be careful with your hands, and that's it. Not too long of a process. And then I will add some, I have another packet of some remaining. I'll add that, and I'll show you in a few minutes what I will do. Because this is too much to throw away. With that said, I'll show you what I will do. This set here can be out while the others fry. And then I think I had a packet here of some remaining. And with that said, I will add a little at a time. To make it a bit firm. Right, you make it that consistency. And with that consistency, I will show you, I will make just some plain dough ball. And that's it, my friends. When you hear that type of noise there, it means that a slight touch of water might have interfered with the oil, so you have to be extremely careful with that. And then with these, I will just make like that and drop it in like that. Like that. Make some tiny balls from this dough. You see, I made it firm so it could drop into the oil with being firm. So isn't this wonderful? You gotta be in the mood to do this. You gotta be happy while you're cooking. You gotta be smart when you're cooking. And that's it. And in a few minutes we'll be having that with, my favorite is ketchup and chutney. So with that said, see this fry for about, when it gets a little brown. And because it's a dough of such, it shouldn't take long to fry. And I'll take that out and then I'll show you the end result, which you can see. Give this a few more seconds. And in the meantime, the heat is up, so I just turn it off. Turn it off, I keep stirring because the oil is very hot. And with that, it will be out in a minute. And then we'll have some to eat. So all those who had requested this, if it was simply enough for you, or if there's any step that you did not quite get from me, share with me and look it over and ask me anytime. Woo! I heard a pop. It means that that one had some water in there. So with that, I'll show you in a moment that super appetizer. Okay, my friends, we are back again, and this is what I just showed you, a bowl of potato balls, and the remaining batter, I added some more of the leftovers grind peas, and you see that there, it looks bread-like, isn't it lovely? And the potato ball, wow, look at that. Your kids and you will enjoy anytime. I have some pepper sauce here. I like it with ketchup, and I have some, please check out the channel of how this was made with green apples. It's chutney made with green apples. Please check the channel that or the video that I have with chutney making, and I can't wait to try it. Let's try this first. Wow. Ooh, let's taste the pepper sauce with that. Awesome. And a potato ball. Mmm. And some chutney. This must be delicious. Please make, share, subscribe, and share with me your recipe, and let it be better than mine. Cheers. Mmm. Mmm.